Hey everybody, Geoff here from GoJo Media. It's been a little while and I thought we'd have a bit of a coffee and chat. Well, a beer and chat. I'm having a James Squire 150 Lashes Pale Ale, which is pretty much up there with one of my favourites. So if you want to grab a drink of whatever variety and join me just for a couple of minutes, I'm going to be talking about stuff that's coming up very soon on my vlog channel. So I'm going to get started anyway. So there might have been a bit more of a when I opened that. Anyway, there you go. Cheers everybody. Here's to pale ale beer. Very refreshing. It's nearly winter and it's still 21 degrees here. Winter is just around the corner though, because it's forecast to drop down below 20 degrees very soon. Dear us Australians and our weather. Coming up, we have just, when I say we, it's Jenny and me, have just come back from a trip to South Australia. Well, Jenny, what do you think? We're on our way to South Australia.
Woohoo! We are!
We are going on. Jenny's father's family comes from the mid-north of South Australia. They are a wheat-growing family, go way back as pioneers of South Australia, amongst the first 2,500 people, something like that, way back in about 1840. Is when they arrived in South Australia. So we went over there for 2 weeks to try and discover a bit more about her family than we already knew, which was not a lot. But we did discover a lot, and so I've made a whole series of videos about stuff that we've found, not only in regard to her family, but just things that happened, even down to on the road. We had all sorts of funny things happen while we were travelling. Fun and games on the Western Highway. But we're beyond that guy. That was just straight out dangerous, I think. I don't know how far he's going to get before he starts losing those bales. Jenny?
Have no words.
That truck with the hay going everywhere, or straw, whatever it was.
Turn left onto Darling Avenue.
I think yes, okay, we'll just ignore that. Darling Avenue. And because the signs are telling us on the side of the road to keep going straight ahead into Murray Bridge.
Head north on Swanport Road B35 towards Owl Drive.
We'll do that.
Continue on B35 for 1.5 kilometres.
Wow, she's really become talkative all of a sudden, this Google Maps lady. It's amazing what you see if you keep your eyes open. And sometimes you're forced into situations like some of these. Well done, Jenny.
Yeah, he was quite happy to take up the whole road.
You going?
Is he? What?
So I'm going to put all of these events into separate videos because there's quite a bit more to look at and a lot more detail to go into. There's stuff on the roads, there's buildings, and just all sorts of general type things, all sorts of interesting information. I've also recently put on, or I will be straight after this video, I'll be putting on another video about our time in Russia. This time not a video of a documentary type, but a little short film that actually it was Luke who made it. Did most of the editing, and this is back in 1993, so 25 years ago or so.
You bratty kids have caused me enough trouble for one day.
Hey! I can see my house from here!
That's nice, because it'll probably be the last time.
Freeze, KGB.
Your hands up, you no-good two-bit sleazy mafioso.
It's done in standard definition, and it lacks a little bit in quality of video, but I've overdubbed it with a bit of music, done a bit more editing to it, because the editing back then was quite primitive in comparison to what we have available to us today. So I've done it again and rehashed it. And a story that Luke came up with, he filmed with a little old standard definition video camera and did the edits that he could on that camera. Look who's here. Oh, it's Harry. And yeah, it's a fantastic little story, runs for about 11 minutes. So if you've got 11 minutes to spare, I encourage you to have a look and see what you think. Tell me what you think. And the family, two families involved, my own family and the Barnes family, who live up in northwest North America, somewhere up near Portland, I think. I'm sure they'll tell me if I'm wrong. Anyway, we were together in Krasnoyarsk, Siberia, in Russia, for about 6 months together. And we had a lot of fun making things like that video. So check it out if you're able to. And tell me what you think. What else has been going on? I've got my sister coming up next week for about a week to stay with us, and we'll be taking her around the countryside as well as just enjoying her presence with us. That will be lots of fun. And then there's all sorts of other things. So look guys, check out the videos of South Australia, and if you have time, check out that little one of Russia. And I shall continue to drink my beer, and I'll just see you all again very soon. Bye.